ETV Sports presents Eagan High School Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, the Wildcats take on the Eastview Lightning.
Welcome inside the Eagan Civic Arena on the shores of lovely Cascade Bay here in Eagan, Minnesota. Big game tonight between your hometown Eagan Wildcats and their District 196 rivals from Eastview High School. My name is Mike Cook here with you today from the Civic Arena. A couple of top 20 teams in a game that we'll talk about here shortly, a potentially huge section seeding issues. Both these teams playing very, very well in the South Suburban Conference. You look at the Eagan Wildcats and their home whites. Eagan ranked 20th, cracking the Let's Play Hockey rankings for the first time this season. They are 13-4 overall, 7-3 in conference play. And right now, let's throw it on to public address announcer Nick Johnson to meet the Lightning and the Wildcats.
This afternoon's South Suburban Conference matchup featuring our visitors, the Eastview Lightning, and your Eagan Wildcats. Let's meet the starting lineup, beginning with our visitors. In goal, number 35, Ben Beatty. On defense, number 20, Lenny Nunn. On defense, number 11, Davis Carlson. At forward, number 8, Zach Anderson. At forward, number 19, Nate Bordson. And at center, number 14, Ryan Quaintance. Head coach is Dre Bradley, assisted by Sam Bowler and Ryan O'Shea. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats! In goal, senior number 30, Brandon Toussaint. On defense, number 5, Eli Dolnay. His defensive partner, number 17, Jack Mason. At forward, number 22, Michael Beneke. At forward, number 37, Colin Meyer. And at center, the captain, number 24, Keegan Johnson. Assistant coaches are Mike Thomas and Doug Watson. The head coach of the Wildcats is Mr. Mike Taylor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, you look at the Eagan Wildcats, they're going to gather down to the right around netminder Brandon Toussaint. As we said, the Wildcats cracking into the top 20 here in the latest Let's Play Hockey rankings. 13-4, 7-3. Cats have come in. They've won 5 straight games. Outscored their opponents 20-10 in the process. Big rally. They got 2 the other night in the third to beat Prior Lake 3-2 here inside the Eagan Civic Arena. Keegan Johnson, number 24, center of your screen. He had 2 goals and an assist in that one. Jonah Mikla had a goal. Assists also by Myers, Sherrick, Poplinski, and Henry Reif. So the Cats that are on there, they're going to be going right to left across your screen. The Eastview Lightning in net today for the Lightning, number 35, Ben Beatty, their senior netminder. And Eastview, we mentioned, they come in. They are 15th ranked in the latest state poll, 14-4, 8-3 in the conference. Eastview comes in. They lost to Lakeville North Tuesday night, 4 nights ago, by a 3-2 count. Nunn and Banson with the goals for the Lightning, who went 1 for 6 on the power play. They did fire 35 shots on goal, though, and allowed just 15. And we do have a couple of quick teams on the ice tonight. This should be a lot of fun, a lot of back and forth. You know the Wildcats love to move it, keep the pace going. And Coach Mike Taylor for the Wildcats said, watch Eastford, they really like the long outlet pass. Quick one to one side, quick to the other side, and they are in the zone. So we shall see what happens here this afternoon inside the Eagan Civic Arena. As we said, a big South Suburban Conference matchup. First shot for the Eastview Lightning never got through. Eastview is second in conference play right now at 8-3, just ahead of the Wildcats, who are 7-3. On top of the conference, the Rosemount Irish, 9-2, 14-3 overall are the Irish. We still have a trip here to the Civic Arena later on this season. Big hit on the far side there as the Cats lose the puck trying to get it in the zone. And we've got our second whistle of the game, all of 31 seconds into this one. For the Lightning right now, up front, they've got number 8, Zach Anderson, number 19, Nate Bordson, and number 14, Ryan Quaitance. And the Wildcats are going to change lines up. We've got Myers at center, Randall on one wing, and number 16, Nick Sherrick on the other side as for the Wildcats. Lined up some new combinations tonight for the Wildcats. A couple of players battling some crud that's been going around. Drew Wilson, one of them, number 25, and Randall, 19 as well. Keep an eye on their minutes here tonight. Ethan Pearson battling the bug as well. Number 21, we'll see how much he does here this afternoon. He played in the JV game that was won 3-0 by the Lightning. Cats in deep. There's Burgum on defense for the Wildcats. He wears sweater number 23. Eastview looking for an opportunity. Stallings from the point didn't quite get all the way through. He'll get it back. Stillings, I should say. Another long shot. Toussaint was down. I don't think it ever got through to him. And the Cats look to clear here with just over a minute gone by here. Opening stages here on ETV. And as always, we appreciate you being with us. Eastview still got that top line out there. As we say that, they look to make a change. Now out there, among others, for the Eastview Lightning is number 6, Josh Ernessy. He's a forward he's just a sophomore, wears sweater number 6. And indeed, Mason for the Cats against Jack Young, a senior forward for the Lightning. Eastview, 10 seniors on this roster. The Cats have 3. Eastview looking to keep pressure down in the zone, and Toussaint will hang on as Stillings backhanded it into the blue area. First shot on goal officially for either squad. As we said, these teams could meet in section play down the road. As you look at Toussaint, there's some impressive numbers there. 12-4, 206 on the goals against average. And Toussaint, he's made some big saves this year for this Eagan squad. Played the bulk of the minutes, all but 51 minutes so far this year have been Toussaint between the pipes. Eastview looking to bring it out of their own zone. They're trying to get it ahead. They do. It's a little too far for Fan all the way down. Will it be an ice? It will be, as Kaluski went in deep for the Wildcats. Kaluski should be noted, I believe, is playing with a broken thumb. I think number 29 wearing the A for the Wildcats. And Eagan's going to go top line back out there. Keegan Johnson will take the draw. He's out there with 37, Colin Myrie, and 22, Michael Beneke. Kept in Kaluski. Eastview fans thought the puck got out, so did their coach. Dre Bradley on the other side had his arm in the air. Official disagreed. We play on. This time the puck does squirt free, so no harm was done. And Eastview's going to look to regroup. Stillings from his left side up here to Fan near side. Too far for him. Kaluski to regroup for the Wildcats. High off the glass will be kept in. Stillings, yes, he pawed it forward, but we do play on. Puck back out. Stillings at neutral, just backhand it in. Lightning going to change one player up behind the play. As Stillings tries to get it ahead too far for his man Fan. That was Quaintance, I believe, actually came on as well for Eastview. A little mix up there at center. Neither guy had it. Puck was left, and here comes Boards. He's knocked into the boards off the puck by Johnny Myers, the Eagan sophomore, number 7, the speedster. Eastview, quick shot. Oh, that one just wide. Toussaint and Mason didn't hit either one of them. Nearly deflected in, however, off the Eagan player. Myers in deep. Oh, Eastview with an opportunity in front. That was Anderson in front, number 8. Zach Anderson, the junior forward for the Lightning. There's Myers in deep for the Cats. He'll look to try to bring it out in front of his own bench. Kept in. No, it did squeak out just past Eastview. And here comes Myers. Got Wilson with him. Myers is going to go deep. He's taken down towards the corner off by Anderson. Quick shot and a goal! 3:38 time of that one. The Cats are up 1-0. I believe it's going to be Sherrick, number 16 for the Wildcats. Unfortunately, we don't have replay today due to some gremlins in the system. But one shot, one goal for the Wildcats. And if indeed it is Sherrick, that will be his team leading 13th of the season. And that shot from the right circle. We'll get the official word here momentarily. And here we go.
The Wildcats, unassisted, number 16, Nick Sherrick. Number 16, Sherrick, unassisted at 3:38 of the first.
So good start for the hometown Wildcats. That early goal, 3:38. Nick Sherrick, team leading 13th of the year. That's going to go all the way down. Should be an ice on the Wildcats, and indeed it is. Eagan right now outscoring its opponents 24-18 in the opening 17 minutes of the games. Eastview on the other, back in the first period, they've outscored their opponents 25-15 in the first. Second period has been the Lightning's stanza. They've outscored their opponents 34-6 in the middle period. Cats are going to actually kept in by the Eastview Lightning. Opportunity, quick shot. Oh, that one just high and wide off the stick of number 12. That's Adam Kratz, the junior forward for the Lightning. Stillings, he'll keep it in. And Toussaint kicks that one aside with the blocker. Keep an eye on Stillings tonight. He's been out there a lot already. Number 23 back at the right point for the Lightning. Kept in far side by Jason Hill. And he's going to dump it in. Eastview's going to make a big change behind the play. As we just inside about 12:20 to go here, opening period. 1-0 Cats. Sherrick with that goal moments ago. Here comes Eastview whizzing it through Dorosher, number 9. Wire went off the shin of number 18, Meekin for the Wildcats. Big hit right in front of the boards. Coach Taylor said this should be a fast game, and I would not be shocked to see it be very physical as well. Here goes Jonah Mikla. He takes his man into the board's far side. I believe that was Fan for Eastview in there. Eastview looking to get something going in the zone. Somebody lost a stick. They broke it. A couple $100 there, if not probably more, actually more like 300. And here's Keegan Johnson trying to get things rolling for the Cats. 3-on-3 as Beneke's going to dump it in. Front three change for the Wildcats. The Myers trio now out for Eagan. Here's Eastview looking to get going in their own zone with Carlson, number 11, Davis Carlson. Eastview intercepted Drew Wilson. Yep, stayed on sides. Here's Drew. That's where Sherrick scored from. And a shot Beatty with a save for Eastview. Good look there for Drew Wilson. Here's Fan, couldn't get in time, and Eagan's going to poke it back out to neutral. Here's Wilson once again. Staying on sides. Gets knocked down for his efforts, and here come the speedy Lightning coming the other way. Winds up, shoots, and that Toussaint might have got a piece of that shot off Carlson. Right in front of the student section here in Wildcat country, and does poke out into the Eastview zone. None to regroup for the Lightning. Cats made one change behind the play. The quick shot, that one never got through off the skate of Dolney. That was shot by Bordson, the leading scorer right now for the Eastview Lightning. Keep an eye on number 19 tonight. In front, oh, what a save, Toussaint, got the pad out. First big save of the game goes to Toussaint. Eastview nearly tied this one up, and we'll have an ice. As we said, unfortunately, we don't have replay today due to some gremlins in the system. But wow, big save, Toussaint for the Wildcats. Game could have very easily been 1-1. Set faceoff will be to the left of the Eagan netminder. Kratz on the draw for the Eastview Lightning. There's number 9, Colt Gibson in there for the Wildcats on the draw. It's the Cole line, Gibson and Poplinski, and then Henry Reif, who is an honorary Cole, they tell us. Cats, can they keep it in far side? Eagan up into the Eastview bench, and we'll have a face-off. Should be in the Lightning zone. And the referee is pointing down there. 10:23 to go in the first. It's 1-0 favor of the Eagan Wildcats. So it's going to be Kratz against Gibson on the draw. Henry Reif out there as well, number 11. Cole Poplinski is 12 for the Eagan Wildcats. Eastview, unable to clear, kept in, never got through to beat. Actually popped way over near side in front of the lots of Eastview fans that are here tonight. There's a lot of blue and black inside this Eagan Civic Arena tonight. Great turnout by the visitors from Apple Valley. Behind the net, here's Burgum for the Wildcats. Got some speed, trying to get through neutral. Up ahead, Reif's couldn't quite connect at the blue line. Puck back into the Eastview zone. Player lost the stick, he gets it back up as Young tips it in for Eastview to negate the icing, and they are going to change all 5 behind the play due to the Lightning. Off the stick of Reif into the Eastview zone, I should say. And the Cats are going to change up 5 as well. All right, everybody's got their fresh 5. And all the way down, will it be nice? No, they're going to say it was tipped. Mason battles in there against Fan. DeRocher for the Lightning, number 9, gets around the official. Back out, tries to put it in front. And can the Cats clear? No, kept away nicely. DeRocher with the odd angle shot. And that is Toussaint, the Wildcat, and he hangs on. 9:19 to go in the first, and we predicted this would be an up and down game, and it's lived up to its billing thus far. These teams met back in December down at the Apple Valley Arena. Cats got one, Drew Wilson in the third, midway through the third for a 4-3 victory in that one. Johnny Myers also scored, as we said. Wilson had 2, and Burgum had 1 as well for the Wildcats. Eastview got goals from Ernesti, Quaintance, and Jack Young. The game was 2-2 after 1, 3-3 after 2. Face off to the right of Toussaint. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the opening period. 1-0 Eagan. We said battle of top 20 teams right now in the latest Let's Play Hockey rankings. Big hit behind the boards. Wilson got taken out. Here comes Beneke for the Cats. They're going to get something going near side. He's going to send it ahead. This is Meyer, number 37. Gets around his man. Collin going to the backhand, forehand. Oh, what a save by Beatty. Got the left pad down, denying the Wildcat winger. Sherrick couldn't quite keep it in. Cats do have to tag up. They do. And we shall play on. Cats are going to make a change behind the play. Looks like I think 3 guys went off, Thresh 3 on. Horton dumps it in deep for the Eastview Lightning, where it's going to be picked up by Jonah Mickle. He'll circle his own net. 1-on-2, numbers not in his favor, but he continues to battle right in front of the student section. And a lot of students here tonight in the frozen Wildcat country, shall we say. The Eagan Civic Arena. Oh, we got a big check from behind there. No call, however. Kept in Stillings near side for Eastview. And poked out finally by Johnny Myers for the Wildcats. He's got Sherrick with him. Myers, Sherrick, he scored from there a minute ago. Beatty with a big save, rebound, Wilson overskated. Here's Mickle, Wine, shoots. No, that was knocked down on the way through. Good opportunity there for the Cats, all the way down as the puck. Arm is in the air, should be an ice. Nope, they just wave it off. There's Isaac Kaluski in for the Wildcats. I believe that's Bordson in for Eastview. Just inside 8 minutes to go, opening period. All right, Stillings once again for Eastview. They changed up 3 that time. Ahead to Kratz. He tips down. Will it be an ice? Yeah, yes, it will. Shots on goal right now, 4 for the Eastview Lightning, 3 for the Eagan Wildcats. Should mention, there's a look at Beatty, the goaltender for the Eastview Lightning. Captain on that Eastview squad. Let's take a look at his numbers for the year. For Beatty, he's played probably about 2/3 of the time. He's 9-3, 254 in the goals against average, and a 900 on the old save percentage. He does have 1 shutout. And obviously that number will not increase today, as the Cats got an early one thanks to Sherrick. But Beatty is the man thus far for the Eastview Lightning, and that goes through his crease. Cats keeping it in there. Sherrick along the half wall. They try to center it in front. That was deflected all the way through. Good pressure by the Cats. Opportunity. And there's Beatty with the big save. And here comes some of the physicality we thought could happen today between these 2 squads. Henry Reif, number 11 for the Wildcats. 12 in there is Cole Poplinski. Poplinski, of course, a linebacker on the Eagan football team. Not afraid to get a little physical. So the Cats are going to put the Myers, Wilson, and Sherrick trio out right now. Burgum at 1 point. And I've tried to see that it's Mac Meekin on the other side, number 18. Cats win the draw, goes in deep. Myers, Wilson. Myers, thought Myers was going to come away with it. Wilson stays in on it. And Fan going to lead the rush for the Eastview Lightning. Try the outlet pass a little too far for his man on the far side. Dump back in. The icing is waved off. And here comes Eastfield. See if they can get another quick outlet. Good intercept there. Dolny fresh off the bench for the Wildcats. Johnny Myers dumps it in. Eastview going to regroup once again with Noah DeRocher. DeRocher, a sophomore. Check that. He's a senior forward for the Eastview Lightning. Mason in deep for the Wildcats. Wilson, fortuitous bounce for Eastview. Opportunity in front. Rusher shot. No, never got through. Knocked down in front. I believe that was Dolny for the Wildcats. Here comes Meyer. Sherrick. Quick shot. Beatty steers that one high up into the netting, and we can all take a quick breath. Great up and down flow by these two teams today. We talked about section play. You've got these two. You've got Rosemount. You've got St. Thomas Academy all in that Section 3 group. Coach Taylor figures St. Thomas will probably get the 1 seed just based on the record, but boy, their competition has not been as good as normal this year. And of course, first round games will be at the home rink of the higher seed, and then we move over to Inver Grove Heights for the semis and the section final. But got 3 weeks to go in the regular season, a long way to go. And this game would be huge for both of these teams. Pick up just wide, just missing on the tip. That was Johnson. The Wildcat captain backhand, trying to get it through traffic. It deflected wide of the Eastview cage. And Lightning looking to bring it out. Fordson tries to get it ahead to his line mate Anderson. He'll circle the net. Anderson sends it back out. Here's Stillings. Block shot never got through. I'll have to stick a Meyer with a great block by Cullen, the junior forward, number 37 for the Wildcats. Fordson couldn't control it neutral, and he'll just fire it back into the Wildcat zone, and he'll make a change. Okay, Quinton's in there for Eastview. Puck does come out. Will it be enough for an ice? Arm is in the air, and they do wave it off. Great hustle down there by Cole Poplinski for the Eagan Wildcats. Center it in front. And that one nearly went off of Stillings and in. As it is, we play on with a 1-0 Wildcat lead. Here with 5:15 to go, opening period on ETV. Your home for Wildcat Sports. Good aggressive forecheck this afternoon by the Eagan Wildcats. Eastview looking to get a breakout on that far side. Kept actually knocked down by Meek, and he gets hit for his efforts there by Ernesty. And Cats are going to change. Looks like Poplinski went off behind the play. Sherrick back on now for the, actually they're going to change that entire coal line. Eastview with an opportunity. Kratz off his stick into the zone. Kratz, there's Ernesty, big hit behind there. Knocked Johnny Myers off the puck. Battle in the corner, Meekin for the Wildcatters. Fan coming in to help out for Eastview. He's in there with Myers of Eagan. Good look there on the right side of your screen. It's around 4.5 to go. Big hit. No penalties yet in this one. Sherrick with the lone goal for the Wildcats on an unassisted tally. Pitching in there for Eastview was number 20, Lenny Nunn, the defenseman, senior. And here comes the other way. This is DeRocher. He's had a good shot from there earlier this game. Tries to get it ahead. Couldn't get Fan on the connect. Cats doing a good job of moving defensively back there, but Eastview's had some gut opportunities within the zone. But Toussaint's had a good look when he made that huge pad save earlier. Again, Eastview forced to the outside. There's Nunn. Will he send it across? Nope, he'll turn and pivot. He'll dump it in low. Wilson gets it, pokes it out of the zone. Here comes Sherrick, 1-on-2. Sherrick, he'll wait for some help. Leaves it for Wilson. Wilson lost the puck right in front of the section, but he got it back. Right in front of that Eastview student section. And back out to neutral. Kaluski, he'll dump it all the way in. Cats going to be forced to tag, and they do. Too far, will it be an ice? It will be with 3.5 to go in the first. 7-4 now, shots on goal in favor of the Eagan Wildcats. As you look at Eastview headman Dre Bradley. Got his squad up at a 14-4 record right now. A lot of positivity building there on the east side of Apple Valley. So 14-4, 8-3 in conference play. Had won 10 in a row until they got beat by Lakeville North the other night. Opportunity, Kaluski opportunity. Beatty never saw that, and of course it never got through to him either. Fordson for Eastview. Another shot here. Beatty had fought that one, but he does hang on. Nearly stuck between the pads. And the Cats continue the pressure. Last 4 shots on goal have been, last 5, check that, have been by the Eagan Wildcats. Johnson at center for the Cats. Colin Meyer out there, and he's going to get the puck. Will he shoot from there? And that was knocked down in front by Eastview. That was Carlson, I believe, for the Lightning. Check that, Jason Hill. And that went just wide, couldn't quite get through. Meyer, he's taken out of the play in the corner by Quintans. Getting a little help in there as well. There's Beneke in there battling for the Cats. They do come away with it. And Johnson had a nice little dipsy doodle move there. Couldn't quite get the good shot off, however. Johnson watches his man all the way down. Cats are going to get called for too many men. They got caught in a change. And I believe we're going to have our first infraction of the hockey game. And one of the Eagan players just trying to get off, and it was just one of those just fluky plays. Guy was coming off, guy was coming on, guy came on, touched it. 14-18 will be the time of this one on the too many men penalty. And that's one thing the Cats need to clean up. They took 7 penalties earlier this week when they beat Prior Lake here in the Civic Arena. I know for the Eagan Wildcats, penalties were a big problem earlier this year. Taking a lot of them, but their penalty kill has been really good. They've had plenty of opportunities. You look at the numbers there. 83-9 is not too shabby there on the old PK, but you're playing Eastview, who's got nearly a 28% clip. So this should be a good matchup here with the 5-on-4 situation for the Eastview Lightning. That fan couldn't quite get the shot off. Cleared down by the Wildcats. Colin Meyer serving for the Eagan Wildcats, although it was a bench penalty for too many men. And here comes Eastview on the power play. Stilling's leading up. They're way, way off sides. Luke Barron was in. He kind of looked back. I don't know if he lost sight of where the puck was, but he was a good 7 or 8 feet inside the blue line. So the faceoff will come outside the zone. Got him in front of the Eagan Wildcat bench. Quintans on the draw for Eastview. Sherrick for the Wildcats. And Egan Dolney's going to send it all the way down after the win by the Wildcats. 30 seconds gone by in this Eastview power play. Here comes Bordson, one of their top line forwards. He'll get it back, dump it into the zone. Quintans, number 14, Anderson, 8, also part of that top trio for the Lightning. Back out to the point. This is going to come near side to none. Eastview circling in the zone. Anderson now nearly tipped ahead by Myers. Oh, couldn't quite get him ahead. Sherrick with the opportunity. Nearly sent Myers in alone. And we've got a big collision just inside the zone, forcing Eastview to regroup once again. Bortson pokes it ahead. Power play halfway over. Big check by Myers, and the student section loves that one here in Wildcat country. Eastview, they're circling. Shot, that was a quick shot, cleared away out there. That was Mason after Toussaint made the save all the way down. Nice kill thus far by the home team. 40 seconds to go in this Eastview power play. Bordson tries to get it over to Quintans, couldn't quite connect, and Meekin will fire it. Kept in, and we're going to have a hit, and Meekin is down. Quintans is going to sit for Eastview. It's a matter of how long and what for. Meekin is up, thankfully. Skating somewhat under his own power. Hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him. But this will be the first infraction of the game on Eastview. As you look at the Wildcat bench, they're going to give them 2. Time of this one will be 15:45. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for 33 seconds. And the Cats will be on the power play till the end of the period. And a little bit into the second. And for Mike Taylor's squad, you can pretty much keep your top guys out there. You've got a 1:15 to go here in this period. Then they'll get a breather, and you'd have potentially 45 seconds in the second.
2 minutes for slashing. Number 14, Quayton, 2 minutes for slashing at 15:45 of the first.
And Eastview with an opportunity there as we play 4-on-4. A minute to go here in the period. Let's see what the Cats are looking to get one more before this period expires. Johnson on the left side. He's shadowed, tried to get it in front, couldn't quite connect with Poplinski coming down the slot. And Eastview looking, they're going to bring it out to Rocher, just dump it in. That should be an ice, and it is. There's still 2 seconds to go, a 4-on-4 play. 44.2 to go in the period. Let's see if Coach Taylor keeps the same people out. It looks like he's going to. Trey Brad looks like he's not going to make any changes on the Eastview side as well. So it's going to be Dolney. He's going to take his customary spot in front. Big Eli Dolney, number 5, up from his defensive spot as the Cats are now back at full strength. Now Eastview can officially ice the puck without any penalty or face-off back in their own zone. Cats are going to get everybody set up. Myers looking at direct traffic. Bordson's going to go in and force Myers to make a play. Here comes Sherrick. He's got a head of steam coming down the near side boards. Sherrick through neutral into the zone. Going to go deep, tries to backhand it across. He's watched by Nunn, however, and Nunn with a big check behind the boards. He can keep it in the zone, however, as this final seconds tick off here in this opening period. Can the Cats get one more shot off? Here's Bergerman deep for the Wildcats. Maybe get one quick shot off. Nope, not going to happen. Quick shot. Oh, beat it. Oh, and Sherrick had an opportunity, but it's going to be just after the buzzer. 17 minutes gone by in this one. It's the Eagan Wildcats by a 1-0 count. As you look at some of the students checking things out inside the Eagan Civic Arena on a Saturday afternoon in late January. 5 shots on goal for Eastview, 10 for the Eagan Wildcats. Good up and down flow, kind of what we expected between these two teams. And let's take a look if we're going to have a little bit of little chipper action, if I can say it. Let's see what we've got playing here today. And it looks like we've got the couple of throwbacks here tonight. Looks like we've got the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Wildcats Bar and Grill, they sponsor the Pittsburgh Penguins. And I'm trying to see who the sponsor is on Ansari's is sponsoring the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Again, these guys, they were supposed to be playing down at a Might Outdoor Jamboree today, but due to warm weather a couple days ago, the ice is not in very good shape. So February 3rd down at Ron Park should be the Jamboree for the Mites. And I believe you call this is a really, really big power play. You've got 8 Mighty Ducks, 3 Penguins, none of which I believe are named Crosby. So we'll play 4 minutes of hockey. Yeah, kept away nicely there by number 3 for the Penguins. And again, packed visitors bench over there as parents with their camera phones, and there might be a video camera or 2 over there as well. Again, great thrill for these kids to get out here. Watch the Wildcats on the blue lines. Huge crowd here inside the Civic Arena. Do we have a goal? Well, we do. 1-0 for the Mighty Ducks. Ethan Pearson liked that one. And there's a look at the proud family members. And the little youngster there in front. Might see a couple of them out here at some point along the way. Penguins holding their own despite the 8-3 man disadvantage. Although it looks like the Ducks might have somebody kind of ducking back into goal. Oh, here come the Ducks with an opportunity. Actually, it looks like they put a couple of Ducks on the Penguin squad. Could this be a Stanley Cup preview? A couple of teams at the NHL level that are on the border. And there's Gannon with a goal for the Mighty Ducks. Opportunity, Penguins, no, couldn't quite get it. Always fun to watch these kids, and the best part is you see the smiles on their faces. We mentioned that Ansari's, they're sponsors on the back of the Ducks. Wildcat Bar and Grill sponsoring on the Penguins. Again, great community support through the Eagan community for youth sports. A lot of local businesses have really stepped up, helping out this program, the EHA program. And we've tried to mention a lot of them throughout the year, and I don't want to mention a few others because we're going to forget some. But you see these people, get out, thank them for supporting Eagan Wildcat hockey. Opportunity, the Ducks, Ducks/Penguins trying to go the other way. Stowers, couldn't quite get it. There's the kid with the pink helmet. We like that out there for them as the Chippers play on. We're going to take a break here at the varsity level. It's the Eagan Wildcats 1, the Eastview Lightning nothing. You're watching South Suburban Conference boys hockey action on ETV. Inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for second period action between the Eastview Lightning and the hometown Eagan Wildcats. 1-0 your score after the first period in favor of the Eagan Wildcats. Nick Sherrick with the goal for the Wildcats, 3:38 in unassisted. As you look at the numbers after the first period of play, shots 10-5 in favor of the Cats. They were down 4-3 in shots at one point, but really turned it on in the latter half of that period. Eagan does have a power play for 45 seconds here to start the second period, and the hits 6-4 in favor of the Lightning. And of course these stats are unofficial until certified by the accounting firm of Burgum and Manzella. So we get set for second period action. You see why this is such a big game as you look at the conference standings. If Eagan can pull this one off, that will be 2 wins over Eastview, and potentially could be very important when we get down to section seating here in about 3 weeks. Of course, the Rosemont Irish having a nice year down there, down Highway 3. 14-3 on the year, 9-2 in conference play. And the Rosemont Irish will be here on Saturday, February 10th. That's a 1 o'clock JV, 3 o'clock varsity game. As we get set for third period action, as you look at, or second period action, I should say, as you look at the numbers, look at the goals for. You got two of the top 2 teams, and you've also got 2 of the best in goals against, and that explains in large part why we have ourselves a 1-0 hockey game as we get set for second period action. Brandon Toussaint, 5 saves you saw briefly in the net for the Eagan Wildcats. And as we said, the Cats, they start this period with a 45-second power play. A second period that has seen Eagan outscore its opponents this year by a 25-11 count. That's a plus 14 differential. That's half of Eastview. They've outscored their opponents in the second period 34-6. Yeah, let's repeat that, 34-6. A 28-goal differential in favor of the Eastview Lightning in the middle period. Cats power play down to 12 seconds to go, trying to get maybe one last rush. Not going to happen as the teams fight at neutral all the way back down, and that should do enough to kill off the Eagan power play, which has 3, 2, 1, and we are back at 5-on-5 hockey here between Eastview and the Eagan Wildcats. We said power play over. Eastview's got they've got fresh 5. Eagan's got 5. It's going to get pumped out, just knock outside the blue line, I should say. Hill knocks it back in deep for Eastview, but the Cats are looking to bring it out. Eastview had to tag up or they would have been offsides. Long outlet pass. Myers was knocked down at center, but it still gets out to Sherrick. Sherrick with a shot. He get that goal back in the first. Beatty got the save there for Eastview, coming out number 35. The senior netminder for the black and blue clad Eastview Lightning. And there is a lot of black and blue inside the Eagan Civic Arena this afternoon. A lot of fans from Eastview making the trek over here. A lot of blue and green as well. Good show of support by the hometown fans. A couple of 16s battling behind that. That was Sherrick for Eagan, Barron for Eastview. Puck all the way down. Actually, it's going to be Johnson and Reif. Might have got away with an offsides there. I think Reif had that skate just across the blue line, but we do play on. And right down in front of the Eagan student section. Cats are going to do it. There's Reif. He'll just turn. Tried to get something going. He's out there with number 9, Cole Gibson, and 12, Cole Poplinski. Eastview right now, they have Barron 17, as I said. DeRocher goes off number 9. Deep into the zone. Here's Gibson, watched by number 24, Eastview, Lenny Nunn, their senior defenseman. Here come the Eastview the other way. It's going to be, nope, going to be just wide. Will be enough for an icing. Thought Brandon Toussaint might have to touch that one. And the faceoff will come back in the Eagan zone as you look at head coach Mike Taylor of the Eagan Wildcats. Doug Watson on the right. Mike Thomas over there as well. A couple of longtime assistants for Coach Taylor. On his 15th year as the big Wildcat. Quick shot, that never got close. Myers looked the backhand in front, tried to find Drew Wilson. And we've got a souvenir in the student section. Puck out of play, face off to the left of Beatty. For the Wildcats, looks like Johnny Myers is going to take the draw. Going to see who that is for Eastview. I believe that's number 12, Adam Kratz, the junior forward. And Eastview does win that draw. Can they poke it out near side? This will be number Josh Ernest. Brings it down into the zone. Toussaint, thought about playing it, lost it off his stick, but one of his teammates there to help out. Kept in tight by the Eastview Lightning. Opportunity, they're going to leave it back. Here's Kratz. They'll probably get a shot from there. No, never got through. Mikla was there on the D for the Wildcats, and we've got a whistle, and we've got, I'm sure the puck went up in the net. Apparently that's what it was. 14-17 to go here in the second period on ETV. 1-0 Eagan Wildcats over the Eastview Lightning. Johnson on the draw for the Wildcats. Ryan Coutances for Eastview. Eastview controls. Long shot. Not sure Toussaint ever saw that one go whizzing by his right shoulder. Coutances going to keep it in right in front of these Eastview students. And they does finally poke out. Gets a big hit for his efforts there from 22. It's going to be a penalty. It is indeed on Michael Beneke. I don't know if they're going to get him on a cross-check or a board. It's going to be a cross-check officially. 3:05 will be the time of this infraction. Second penalty of the game against the Eagan Wildcats. Eastview did not get a full power play on their other opportunity. They committed an infraction about a minute and a half into that one. So we had some 4-on-4 action back in the first period. Top line out there right now for the Lightning. Anderson on the draw. There's the official word from Nick Johnson there in the public address system. Eastview looking to get something cycled. Quick shot. And Toussaint kicks that one aside. Hugged the post nicely. He'll send it across other side. Toussaint another big save. Rebound in front. Cats able to come away with it. On the side, here's Myers. He's got Sherrick with him. They're just going to dump it in. And Myers and Sherrick will retreat back to the blue line. Wait for the Lightning to bring it out with 30 seconds elapsed in this power play. None just a little too far for Coutances. All the way down. Dumped by the Eagan Wildcats. Cats make at least one change out there as Mason went off. Bergam on to defense. And here comes Nunn for the Eastview Lightning, number 20. Quick shot, Bortson. And that got through Toussaint. That's a tie goal. Tying goal. .53 on the power play for Bortson and the Lightning. And for Bortson, that'll tie him for the team lead. He now has 13 goals. Same with Zach Anderson, number 8 for the Lightning. And Bortson, he's on quite an impressive streak. He's 4 goals, 4 assists in his last 3 coming in. 4, 7, 11 in his last 5.
Nunn and number 11, Davis Carlson. Bortson from Nunn and Carlson at 3:53 of the second on the power play.
1-1 early in the second as Bortson puts the Eastview Lightning on the board. Eastview controlling in the Wildcat zone. They're just going to dump it down low, cycle it low. Big hit behind the play. That was Bergam on one of the Eastview players. I believe that was Fan that got hit. Opportunity in front. That goes just wide of the Eagan cage. Owen Dowk out there right now, number 17 for Eastview. I think first time we've seen him out there tonight. And Cass, tried to get it out, but went off of Polinski's stick. He knocked it down. Eastview able to keep it in. Tried to get it in front, couldn't quite get there. That was Dowk on the opportunity. Good pressure by the Lightning. Fan's going to send it back out to the point. Kept in near side by Hill. He's watched there by Polinski. And the Cats poke it out. Hill does keep it in. Toussaint steers that one aside. Eastview's going to change a couple of players as the puck goes in deep. Hill to regroup right in front of the near side boards. Good hit there. Polinski gets hit by Ernest. Cats looking to get something going. Cats have 1 shot this period. Eastview has 5, and they do have the lone goal. Opportunity. Johnson checked that. Just missed it. The Cats nearly converting the turnover. That was Beneke that I think had that second whack at it. And here comes Eastview, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Kratz is going to go down near side boards in front of his student section. No, didn't quite hit the netting, just did pop up in the far end of the Civic Arena. And Johnson, the Wildcat captain, looking to bring it out of his zone. He gets hit hard over there on the far side. I believe that was Ernest that did the damage. Again, a couple of fast skating teams. Eastview and Eagan. Tried to poke it out. That was Young. And he gets leveled on the far side by Beneke right in front of the bench. That was Jack Young, number 15 for Eastview. With 6 minutes elapsed here in this period. All the way down, they are going to say, no, now they're going to wave it off. They had the official had his arm up briefly and then quickly said no on the icing. Too far. That'll be an ice that time against the Wildcats. Beneke couldn't quite tip it in at neutral. Hey, quick shout out. This is the second of four games today inside the Eagan Civic Arena. Of course, they're all separate broadcasts here on ETV. But the Eagan girls have their final home game later today. They're playing Eastview as well. And I'll tell you what, the girls hockey for Eagan, 11th ranked in the state right now, 18-4-1, 13-1 in conference play. They've got the South Suburban Conference all wrapped up. Taylor Anderson, 24 goals, 19 assists. Jenna Ruiz has got 12 and 19. And they got a pretty good goalie tandem in Maddie Nickel and Ashley Larson. Both have a .927 on the same percentage. Nickel at 1.6 on the goals against as Toussaint steers one aside, and he'll cover up. Ashley Larson, 182 goals against for the Eagan girls. And they're on a roll. They've won 5 straight, outscoring their opponents 19-5. A couple of road games for the girls coming up before section play begins February 7th. Most likely here inside the Eagan Civic Arena. And then they'll head over to Inver Grove for the semis and the final, and a big save there by Beatty. What a hit, Sherrick behind the play. Girls hockey section semis of the 10th, Valentine's Day section final. The opportunity there. Well, I'll tell you, Eagan Eastview had a heck of a game. I think it was 2 years ago. Eastview got it and got the Wildcats in overtime. So good luck to the Wildcat girls. Excellent year for that program. Inside 10 minutes to go here. Second, we're 1-1 in boys action between the Cats and the Lightning. Should mention, by the way, as long as we're talking the girls, Eastview girls, they're struggling a little bit more this year. They are 6-13-2, 4-9-1 in conference play. Opportunity, couldn't get it there for Eastview. Boy, Eastview's really taking it to the Wildcats so far this period, but here comes Wilson for Eagan, number 25, left side. Tries to feather a pass ahead to Mason, and Beatty forced to get the glove down. Nice pass by Wilson, and probably an even better corralling of the puck by Mason. As you look at Beatty between the pipes for Eastview, he's got 13 saves thus far. 12 saves for Eagan's Brandon Toussaint. So Beatty at .254 goals against average coming in and a save percentage at .900. Wildcats. That was Meekin. He'll intercept in neutral. Poplitsky got back on that. Meekin long shot. Easy save for Beatty. Gloves and hangs on, and he'll see a face-off to his left with 9:10 to go here in the second. You mentioned Wildcats. They are at Farmington Tuesday, January 30th. Back here on the 1st against South. On the 3rd, they're at Lakeville North, and then it's 3 in a row here with Burnsville, Rosemount, and Shakopee for the boys. Opportunity to DeRocher. Oh, that one got deflected on the way through. Just missed going ahead 2-1, did the Lightning with DeRocher. And here comes DeRocher. He's going to fight for the puck in the corner. Still controls his up in front, and Toussaint, he finally gets the big paw down as we approach the halfway point here of the second period. As long as we're talking schedules, hey, Eastview fans, you are home on the 30th against Burnsville. Farmington, a 6 o'clock start at the Apple Valley Sports Arena. Your other home game, you've got South on the 10th, the 13th. You play Apple Valley. There's the Eagan student section, and they will be here, I'm sure, on February 1st when Lakeville South comes to the Civic Arena. Burnsville here on the 8th, Rosemount here on the 10th. 8th and 10th scheduled to be ETV broadcasts. And of course, you can always check wildcats-hockey.com for streaming through the Booster Club. Here comes the Wildcats. Johnson, he'll regroup in his own zone. Leave it near side. Here's Beneke. Beneke too far for Johnson, and Meyer was over there as well. Mikla does come out. Cats got a tag, and they do. Eastview looking to bring something out of their own zone. Knocked off the puck, and it's going to come near side. Here's Ernestine, number 6 for Eastview, going on the left side. He'll stop quick. She got that right shot off, never got through. Knocked down by the defense. Eagan trying to get this one out of the zone. Unable to do so. Good job by Eastview this time down. Ernestine just dump it back in. Young over there as well, number 15. Kratz out there as well. Here's Young trying to get it. Numbers not in their favor. Meyer for Eagan, and it does squirt free just across the blue line. And none will regroup for the Eastview Lightning with 7.5 to go. Here in the second on ETV. And you see all the way down. Eastview's going to make a, well, one player change. I think they wanted to change more, which the opportunity did not present itself. None from the circle. And that was steered aside. I'm not sure if Tucson all the way got through to him. All the way down should be an eye. No, they waved it off. They're going to say Eastview chipped it back at the blue line. It's Carlson regrouping. Long outlet pass. It's Quintans at the Eagan blue. Quintans trying to get it across. There's Bordson. He got the goal earlier. Back to Quintans. Opportunity to get in front. And Anderson. Somehow that did not go in. Wow. Eastview, great opportunity. Not sure if Toussaint got a piece of that. Again, unfortunately, we don't have a replay today. So there's some gremlins in the system. But boy, that was some pretty passing by the Eastview Lightning. Anderson, he's got, I think he is tied with Bordson for the team lead, if I remember right, with 13 goals apiece. Bordson does have 19 assists. Anderson has 14. So again, very dangerous duo, 8 and 19. And 14, Quintans, he's not too shabby either for Eastview. 8 and 4 for 12 points so far this year. Again, Eastview keeping the pressure in the Wildcat zone. And that one, no, did that go off the post? I think it did. And Toussaint somehow covers it up. And Anderson can't believe that didn't go in. Goaltender's best friend. Again, that pressure absolutely dominant right now on the side of the Eastview Lightning. And the Cats stuff it out. No, kept it for Bordson. Goal! Slapper from the slot. 10-19 time of that one off the turnover. Eastview won the draw. Eagan tried to clear it and went right to Bordson, and he did not miss. 2-1 Eastview Lightning. For Bordson, that'll be his team, now team leading 14th of the year. Trey Bradley and the Eastview Lightning up 2-1. Last 4 games, while 3+, Bordson now has 6 goals. Little advice for Eagan, you might want to not leave him alone. There they go again. Here comes Fan in deep for the Eastview Lightning. He'll spin and turn, gets around Burgum. Fan back out, long shot, Carlson. And Toussaint got the pad on that one. Eastview keeps it in the Wildcat zone once again. Let's take a look here. We've got the Eastview
Bordson. Assist to number 14, Ryan Quaintance. Bordson from Quaintance at 10-19 of the second.
For Nick Johnson. It's around about 6 to go in the second period. Eastview's got 2 this period. They've got 2 goals. Eagan has 5 shots. Eastview has 10. Well, Eastview's really picked up their game this period. We said they've outscored their opponents 34-6 in this period coming in, and that one's going to go up into the netting. Eagan coach Mike Taylor was saying the Prior Lake game last time out for the Cats, not happy with the way they played in that second period. Cannot be happy with what he's seeing right now either by the home team. So there's Coach Taylor, assistant coach Watson. Taylor drawing up some new schematics there potentially. And all the way down, here's Stillings. We haven't called him much this period. It's been a while. We called him a lot back in the first period. Very aggressive player. Big hits right in front of the Eagan student section again. Student section that's gotten very, very quiet throughout this period. Ernesti for Eastview, go wide. Trying to get in front of Kratz, and that one just missed on the tip. And that might actually caught a little metal on the outside, not sure. Thought I heard a little bit of a ping. And Eastview's going to regroup it with Hill. Here's Beneke. He'll shadow him for the Wildcats all the way down. Should be an ice. And it is with 5:05 to go in the second here on ETV, your home for Wildcat Sports. Set shots this period, 10 for Eastview, 5 for the Wildcats. Eagan's won 5 in a row coming into this one. Eastview lost the other night to Lakeville North 3-2, but they had won 10 in a row before that. Long pass intercepted there. Anderson, they tried to get it to Anderson. Eastview does stay on sides right at the blue line. Get a couple good players. Toussaint, he fought that one a little bit. Dolney right there for the Wildcats try to clear it out. And the puck finally does come out of harm's way out into the neutral zone, albeit just briefly, where Stillings dumps it back in for the Eastview Lightning. Dolney for the Cats. He'll get it out, try to get it to Sherrick. Here's Wilson as well battling in there for the Wildcats. Sherrick on Bortson. Long outlet pass. Here comes Johnny Myers. He's got some room. He's got some speed. Sherrick is with him. Myers tries to get around his man on the outside. That's none watching him. Myers, he'll just dump it back in deep. Here's Eagan. It's 20. There's Sherrick, I should say, for the Wildcats. Number 16 into the corner. Out of the corner. Half wall turn. Stops. Tries to turn it around. None on the defense. Gets a big hit there from Sherrick for his efforts. Gets another one as well. That got the student section up, and we've got some extracurricular activity. Sherrick and Nunn. Kind of see that one developing. And I would guess they're both going to go. Let's see what the officials do say. And Sherrick's going to go for sure. And Nunn is staying out there, so I think actually they're not going to. Actually looks like nobody's going to go. Okay. 4:03 to go in the second. A little bit of rough stuff there. We saw a little bit in the first. That's really our first real physical battle post-whistle here in the second. There's Reif, that third line for the Wildcats out there. Henry Reif, number 11. Cole Poplinski is 12. Cole Gibson, 9, and Beatty kicks that one aside with the stick. Got the paddle down in the way. Bergam can't quite get over in time. He'll just try to dump it back in. Unable to do so. Opportunity for Eastview coming down the other way. Toussaint high up under the shoulder, gets up, makes the grab off the shot of Owen Dowk. Pocket junior forward, number 17 for the Lightning. You see Toussaint, he's been busy this period. 15 saves for the game. Of course, he made that huge save back in the first period when he got that left pad out. Sherrick for the Wildcats. He'll leave it for Johnson, who overskates it. He's going to get something set up there. A little quick passing. Stillings had a long shot, went just wide of the cage. There's Fan in deep for Eastview, number 4. He battles 1-on-2 behind the net. Johnson for the Cats. Flops it out. It worked. They're out near center all the way down. No icing on the play. Wrestling back for Eastview. Taken out on the play by Beneke. That's into Esplanada Bannock, number 3 for Eastview. DeRocher and the Lightning. Stillings coming up from his D, trying to get something going offensively. And Fan in deep as well for Eastview. Fan just enough to disrupt it. High off the glass, poked out into the Eastview zone. Earnesty for the Lightning, inside 3 to go in the second. Here's Fan right at the blue line. Lightning did get offsides. They got to tag up. They do, just in time. And can the Cats get something out of their own zone this time? Try it with Michael Beneke, who fanned on the opportunity, and Fan nearly gets the puck for Eastview. Here's Earnesty, backhands it across. Nobody there wearing blue, and here comes Jonah Mikla. Mikla ahead. Here's Drew Wilson, opportunity. Can he tie it? Wilson, and Beatty says no. Big save by the Eastview netminder. Here comes the Lightning the other way. 2-on-1 if they hustle. No, they're going to be. Mason forces his man in deep to thwart that opportunity for the Lightning. Dumping it back in was Nunn. Opportunity there. That's 15. And save there. Toussaint off the shot by Young. Great opportunity there for both teams. Wilson with a better one, though, for the Wildcats. And Toussaint shall hang on as we're inside 2 to go in the second period. This is a fun game right now. This is what it's all about, high school hockey. This game has the feel of a playoff game right now. Again, Eagan won 4-3 at Apple Valley. Of course, Apple Valley High School is the home rink for the Lightning, but they won 4-3 down there back in December. And third period goal by Drew Wilson. Sherrick knocks his man down in the corner. That was Carlson that hit the ice. Drew Wilson for Eagan. So looking to bring it out with wheels. Kept in nicely that time. Johnny Myers for the Cats. Here's Wilson far side. He'll actually get the puck, looking to get something set up. He's got his man down low. Sherrick tried to get in front. Nobody home there wearing white, and Cats are going to be forced to regroup. Dolney's got to hustle back as Anderson sprinting in for Eastview. Dolney's going to leave it. Here's Mason. 75 seconds to go in the period. None for Eastview, number 20. Thompson, number 14. He got an assist earlier for Eastview. Bolton do have their top line out there right now on offense. Anderson, Quintonson, Bordson.
1 minute remaining, second period, 1 minute.
And all the way down. We'll have the ice will come all the way back to the Wildcat end. Good period so far for the Lightning. Outscored the Wildcats 2-0 here in this frame. And that's plenty of good opportunities, but Brandon Toussaint is very, very strong today for the Wildcats between the pipes. Beneke, well, he loses it in the corner. There's a couple of guys watching him. That was Burgum, checked that, number 23. And Cats out and high. Not sure to hit the roof, might have. Deflected way high here inside the Eagan Civic Arena. Home of the low roof. Faceoff will be to the left of Toussaint as you look at Burgum and Max Meekin, the defensive pairing right now for the Wildcats. Johnson on the draw for Eagan. He's out there with Meyer and Meekin. Eastview keeps that one in. They're going to send it across. Trying to get a quick shot. Bordson in front and a tip, and Toussaint is there. Great opportunity. Look at Quintons for Eastview. All alone for the tip. But again, Toussaint robs Quintons. It'll be interesting. We mentioned a little bit earlier that Coach Taylor not happy with the Wildcats last time out in the second period. And apparently he lit into him a little bit after that second period. It'd be interesting to be a fly on the wall in that locker room after this period. I think it was more, he said it was about challenging the guys. Opportunity, Bordson, there's the hat trick. M3 this period, natural hat trick. .5 to go in the second, and it's 3-1 Eastview. 16:32, and that's 3 for Bordson. 7th goal in his last 4 games. We'll get the official word from Nick Johnson here momentarily to see who gets the assist for the Lightning. You can look at to get anything here, just maybe prevent one. Here's Quinton's opportunity. And that one, oh, that just missed. Eastview nearly got another one here in the waning seconds of the second. Mason ties his man up. I'd like to just hold him there for the final 7 seconds. It is Bordson. You definitely want to keep him in your sight. Outstanding period for the Eastview Lightning. They had 16 shots on goal. 3 of them went in. Eastview had, or Eagan I should say, had 7 shots. None of them went in. So 34 minutes gone by, and it's the Eastview Lightning 3. The Eagan Wildcats 1 here on ETV. You're home for Wildcats Sports. All right, let's take ourselves another quick break, and we're going to be coming back momentarily for third period action. You're watching Wildcat Boys Hockey on ETV. Inside the Eagan Civic Arena, where we do have breaking news. We found out that Eastview forward Nate Bordson is really good. He had a hat trick in the second period to give Eastview a 3-1 lead over the Eagan Wildcats. As you look at the numbers through 2 periods of action, that was 10-5 shots in favor of Eagan after 1. Power plays, again, pretty much even. Eastview did get that one by Bordson. And again, these stats aren't official until certified by the accounting firm of Burgum and Manzella. So we get set for the third period. Eagan down 3-1. As you look at the scoring here in the period, numbers do favor the Eagan Wildcats as you look at the numbers there, but they need 2 to tie this one, and if they play like they did in the second, well, they're not going to have a whole lot of a chance of coming back in this one. But again, I think Eagan is a fast team. The one thing they are facing tonight is a very fast Eastview squad as well. I think Cats might be a little slow to react on that one. But we'll find out if they can do something here in the final 17 minutes. Eagan Wildcats, they're going to move right to left with the home whites. Eastview, the blue and black, left to right all the way down. And we are going to have an icing. Just 14 seconds gone by. Third period scoring this year for the Eagan Wildcats. They have outscored their opponent in the third 20-6. So that foretells well for the Wildcats. Eastview has been outscored in the third 18-15. So stats, take what you will out of those. Bottom line is it's what comes on the ice. And Eastview going to keep things down in the Wildcat zone here as we get rolling here in the final period. Great crowd on hand inside the Eagan Civic Arena. A lot of blue and black from Eastview, a lot of blue and green for the Wildcats. A couple of top 20 teams going at it. Eastview is 15th in the latest rankings. Eagan cracked the top 20 at number 20 for the first time this year. Big confusion right in front of the Wildcat bench. A lot of Eastview players, a lot of Eagan players, and it's going to be Eastview bringing the puck out. Too far for Bortson. Should be an ice, and it is. With just about a minute gone by here in period number 3. Face-off will be to the right of Ben Beatty. Got 16 saves thus far for the Eastview Lightning. Brandon Toussaint, 18 for the Wildcats. And if not for Toussaint, this game could easily be 5-1, 6-1 in favor of the Eastview Lightning, as there's Drew Wilson with an opportunity for the Cats, number 25. Wilson been playing a pretty regular shift in this one. Kind of some talk he might be limited a little bit. He's been both he and Randall, number 19. We haven't seen a lot of William Randall. They've really been infected by that crud that's going around. Not sure if it's flat out flu, but I know they were both missed some time, along with Ethan Pearson, who number 21 for the Cats. He's played some JV, but he too severely affected by that crud that's going around. So look at the Wildcat bench. Coach Mike Taylor in the middle, Mike Thomas to the right, Doug Watson to the left. Dre Bradley, the man in charge for the Eastview Lightning. The Lightning have won 10 out of their last 11. Their lone loss was 4 nights ago to Lakeville North. In this game, if Eastview can hang on to win this one, this is really big potentially in the standings. These teams came in second and third respectively, with Eastview second, Eagan third in this one. Eastview 8-3 in conference play. The Cats are 7-3. Rosemount 9-2 leading the way. And Eastview has beaten Rosemount, I believe, twice this year, if I'm not mistaken. So just about 2 minutes gone by in this one. Yeah, they beat Rosemount. They blanked them 3-0 a week ago and beat them 5-1 earlier in the year. So this Eastview team is definitely for real this year. And here come the Lightning trying to get the other way. Opportunity here, DeRocher with the puck. He's shadowed by Kaluski, and that puck somehow got in, and it's 4-1 Eastview Lightning. And DeRocher says, hello, Eagan. Student section pounds on the glass. 4-1 Lightning. Time of that one, 2:10 here in the third. And let's check the stats there for Mr. DeRocher on the year. He has, let's scroll down a ways here. He has 8 goals. Now has 8 goals, 9 assists for 17 points. That'd actually be 4th on this Eastview squad. And it's 4-1 Lightning. Get the official word here momentarily from Nick Johnson. He's doling the Cats there in a big hole now.
Assist to number 16, Luke Barron, and number 4, Chris Fan. DeRocher from Barron and Fan at 2:10 of the third.
So Barron and Fan, that's their first assist of the game for Eastview, who has had 8 guys with points. Check that, 9 guys with points tonight for the Eastview Lightning. Of course, Bortson had the hat trick back in the second period. He leads the way. Beneke and the Cats, they're looking to get something going. Sherrick, can he get around into the zone? He can deep. Actually, that's Meekin. Check that, 18, not Sherrick, 16. Drew Wilson in front, couldn't quite get to him, so it's Bergen from way out. Then a goal! Much, much needed for the Cats. That goal will be 56 seconds after the Eastview goal. Well, it's indeed, we'll have to hear indeed it was Bergen, but it looked like it. I'm not sure that was tipped going through. wrist shot from the Eagan defender. And again, no replay, unfortunately. For Bergam, if it is indeed him, that'll be his 3rd of the year. Here comes Myers for the Cats. Some little rejuvenation on the home side. It'll be a little bit. Nick Johnson waiting for the official to check over on the far side to see who got it, but we believe it's Bergam, but we shall plan. Bottom line is it's 4-2. Eastview now only ahead by 2. As Sherrick dumps it into Wilson, has to come out and tag. 13.5 to go, and dare we say regulation. Going in deep for the Cats, try to get it in front. And Wilson was charging down the middle. He'll get the puck going to the corner, far side. Wilson's good stick kind of move. Needed some help, didn't get it. Eastview looks to dump it out. Here comes Kaluski back. He's watching DeRocher. Or check that was Anderson, number 8, not DeRocher, 9. Quintans had an opportunity for Eastview. Here's the Eagan goal.
Wildcats, number 23, Matt Bergam. Assist to number 18, Max Meekin. Bergam from Meekin at 3:06 of the 3rd.
So that Eastview lead goes from 3-2 with number 23 scoring for the Wildcats. That's Bergam. Here comes Henry Reif on the left side. He's watched by none. Reif gets upended behind the net. Cats trying to pinch in and up into the Eastview bench. We'll have a face-off just, I believe, outside the Eastview zone. With 12:35 to go in this one. Dare we say regulation. Shots on goal, 23-18 in favor of the Lightning. A little confusion there among the officials. They do believe they are in the right spot. Gibson on the draw for the Wildcats. He gets Kratz for Eastview, and he does control with Poplinski, although briefly. And here comes Young the other way for Eastview. Kind of just split a couple of D. Did briefly, but lost the puck in the process. Here comes Mason. He tried to get ahead. Far side, Poplinski's going to go deep. He'll circle. He'll keep circling. Poplinski in front. Oh, couldn't quite connect. Looking to get Gibson. And Poplinski, he'll keep it in top of the slot. It pops one up. That'll go down behind the goal line. Play on here as the puck stays inside the ice surface. And here comes Eastview. Try to bounce it off the boards to Young. Young tied up nicely there by Bergam for the Wildcats. Eagan looks to poke it out. They're going to actually change, I think, just about everybody behind the play. I think Bergam stays out, otherwise the other 4 are fresh for the Wildcats. Eastview changed a bunch as well. Tipped ahead in by Fan for Eastview. And Kratz is going to head out. That's going to complete the change for Eastview. I believe they've got a fresh 5 out right now. And up into the Eagan bench. Face-off will be back in the Wildcat zone to the right of Toussaint with 11:41 to go in regulation. See the 3 posters there on the glass? You saw them. Eagan has just 3 seniors on this squad. Eastview, I believe we said, has 10. Opportunity for the Lightning here. Stillings. Thought about it. He did shoot from way out. That went wide of the cage. Fan down low. He'll send it back out. Here comes Stillings again near side. Will he shoot? Nope. He'll send it far side to Fan. Back out to number 3 for the Eastview Lightning. That's Caden Espinada-Bannock. Played out in the came out in the second period. I don't believe he played in the first. Here comes Bergam for the Cats. He's looking for a second. Oh, and he nearly went short side, but Beatty got the right pad out. Just over 11 to go in regulation. Here's Johnson in deep for the Wildcats. Keegan looking to circle. Tried to find it in front for Colin Meyer, but he was tied up by Espinada-Bannock. Eastview coming out 3-on-3. They stay on sides. Yep. Fan's going to cut to the middle. And they're going to circle. Back out top. Here's Dunn. He'll send it across far side. Block shot in. Toussaint might have got a pad on that if it got through to him. Not sure that it did. Behind the net, there's Quanton. Trying to get it in front. Oh, not Randall. Check that. Toussaint with the save, and I don't think he ever saw that one. Nice setup there by the Eastview Lightning. Carlson, he'll send it ahead. Quintans. Number 14, here's another shot, and Toussaint wisely hangs on Nate Bortson's shot. Bortson, who has 3 tonight for the Eastview Lightning. Face off to the left of Toussaint, in front of the Wildcat student section. There's Jonah Mikla, 13, he'll ring around the boards far side, trying to get to Sherrick. Sherrick is able to get the puck out. Eastview is forced to tag, and they do. And we shall play on. In deep, Mikla. He'll send it behind the net, back far side. Here come the Cats. Tried to get to Myers, couldn't quite connect the intercept. Quanton's quick shot. Toussaint gets there. Opportunity, Bortson. And that one, we got a scrum in front, and somehow Toussaint hangs onto that puck. Anderson was on the doorstep for Eastview. That was Ryan Quintance. This Quintance, he's going to be one to really keep an eye on. He's only a sophomore, number 14 for the Eastview Lightning. As you look at Bortson, got 3 tonight for Eastview. Just over 10 minutes to go in regulation. We'll change the draw. Egan's going to control briefly. Bortson backhanded across, tried to get his line mate Anderson tied up nicely. And Toussaint was right there. Rebound, puck is loose. And we've got whistles aplenty as the net goes off. As Mason checked his man into the post. Got a whistle, maybe fortunately for the Wildcats. Eastview, good pressure in a spurt there. Toussaint now up to 24 saves. Not too often we've seen the Wildcats get outshot this year. There's Mason, trying to get it to Dolney. Drew Wilson, he'll backhand it out, but it's gloved by Nunn and dropped. Instead, it's going to be Myers. He and Sherrick. Myers with some elusiveness. Myers going to go around. He lost the puck, however. Quintance was back there for Eastview. Good battle, 2-on-2 back in the corners, around 9.5 to go. Eastview comes away with the puck. They're going to come near side. Guess who? There's Bortson. 2-on-2. He's got a man in the middle. They're going to hit the trailer instead, and that one just missed. That was Nunn with an opportunity. And faceoff, I believe, was going to come out of the zone. What a play, though, by Bortson to just go whistling down that right side. And didn't go for the man in front. He caught the trailer. As you look at a bunch of the Eagan JV players, they came up short earlier today by a 3-0 count. Still having a very good year for the Todd Carlson-led squad. Stillings will dump it all the way down. I think Eastview's going to be very content just to really thwart Eagan trying to come out of the zone. Play strong and neutral. But again, Eastview's also shown plenty of wheels. Puck out of play. Yeah. As you said, Eastview, they are, where we look at their schedule, they are home against Burnsville and Farmington on the 30th and the 3rd, respectively. 4 out of their final 6 at the Apple Valley Sports Arena. The Eagan Wildcats, they play 4 of their final 7 here inside the Eagan Civic Arena, but they're at Farmington on the 30th, home to Lakeville South on Saturday the 1st. Or check that, Thursday the 1st, I should say. Saturday the 3rd, they're at Lakeville North. 7:30 start down at Ames Arena. Should be a very, very good test for this Wildcat squad. And right now they are playing a lot of games in a short span. Kind of had a big gap earlier this year between games. Now they got to make up for it here as the season comes down to 3 weeks to go in the regular season. Here comes Fan for Eastview. Long shot, that just missed. He was trying to go top corner. 8:40 to go in this one. Here's DeRocher once again for Eastview. DeRocher just saw his grandpa. He's got a big smile on his face. Saw him between periods. He's like, hopefully you'll call number 9 a lot. Well, we have. Long shot all the way through. Toussaint got a piece of it, couldn't control it. Long shot again that time, and a right save by Toussaint. I believe he got the pad on that one. Might have been the blocker. Long shot coming all the way through. That came from deep out from Hill. Good pressure again by the Eastview Lightning. A little audio feedback there in our headset. Hopefully you're not hearing that at home. And Hill's just going to dump it in. Eastview's going to change 4 behind the play. This Fan goes in all alone with Mikla for the Wildcats. Wilson along right at center. He lost the puck. It's Kratz for Eastview. Sherrick in on the forecheck for the Wildcats. Eastview going to dump it out. And that one did go off the ceiling here in the Civic Arena. Face-off will come, I believe, back in the Eastview zone. Should be to the left of Beatty. Who's been had a pretty quiet start to this period. He's faced just 2 shots this period. One did go in. That was the Burgum shot. .7:49 to go in regulation. In deep for the Cats, looking to get something going. They need to have this deficit. They're down 4-2. So we're inside 8 minutes to go here in this 3rd period. Sitting around behind Beatty. Eastview's going to dump it in, and we welcome back. Technical difficulties hopefully been resolved, and the Gremlins are cleared out. Opportunity. Stillings couldn't quite keep in. Poplinski lost a edge as he crossed the Wildcat at center. Eastview with 18 to go on the power play. Here comes Poplinski. Dolny's hustling down with him. Poplinski, quick shot, and Beatty steers that one aside. Opportunity there for the Cats, short-handed. Final 8 seconds of this power play for the Lightning. And they're just going to, Stillings is going to try to dump it in. Glove and knock down as the Cats are back at full strength. Trying to get Sherrick on the long outlet. Here's Nick Sherrick, opportunity to goal! What a feed. I think it was it Dolny that hit Sherrick. We're going to have to get the official word. 5:03 to go in this one, and the Cats are within one. For Sherrick, that'll be a second of the night. 11:57 time of that one. 7 seconds after the Eastview power play expired. Again, unfortunately, we don't have replay tonight. Another one where I really wish we did. But we'll get the official word here momentarily from Nick Johnson. Here we go.
Wildcats, number 16, Nick Sherrick. Assist to number 5, Eli Dolny. Sherrick from Dolny at 11:57 of the third.
Well, buckle in, everybody. We got 4:40 to go in a one-goal hockey game. A couple of District 196 rivals going at it. It's the Eastview Lightning 4, the Eagan Wildcats 3. Again, we talked about how big this game is for conference standings. Teams are second and third, respectively, in the South Suburban Conference, just behind the Rosemount Irish. And again, potentially could be big for sections. Although I think we can almost safely assume both these teams will have a home playoff game. And Eastview did lose to Eagan by this 4-3 count back in December at the Apple Valley Arena, with Drew Wilson scoring in the third for the Wildcats. That one goes far wide of Toussaint, and here comes Poplinski. He's got Gibson and Ripe out there. This has been one of Eagan's better lines tonight. I suppose you could argue that they're technically like the third line for the Wildcats, but boy, they've played really well tonight. As I say that, Dolny loses the puck behind the play. Big hit in the corner, up-ended, and we're going to get a penalty this time on Henry Rife. Sent his man somersaulting, shall we say, at the blue line. It was Zach Anderson up-ended. So 3:56 to go. Eastview's going to go right back on the power play. And for Rife, that'll be his team-leading 23 penalty minutes. So assuming Eagan can kill this one off, that would mean there will be just under 2 minutes to go in regulation. So we'll get the official word. I don't know if they're going to get him on I don't know what the call is going to be, but bottom line is it's 2 minutes.
Final penalty assessed to Wildcats, number 11, Henry Rife, 2 minutes for Neen. Number 11, Rife, 2 minutes for Neen at 13:04 of the third.
There's what they're going to get him for. It's going to be the knee. Toussaint, he was there to stop that shot. Boy, if Eastview can get a 2-goal lead here on this power play, that might be all she wrote. Oh, what a save. Toussaint got over to Rob Anderson. And the puck does come out. Opportunity for the Cats all the way down. That's going to be Sherrick. Will he circle? He will. He's looking for some help. Sends it back out. Nobody there wearing white. Bergham's going to dump it back in. But it will take precious seconds off the clock for this Eastview power play, which is down to 1:14 to go. Here comes Johnny Myers. Tries to get around his man. Does. Myers shot. Beatty left pad. Myers nearly tied that one up short-handed. Comes DeRocher for Eastview the other way. He got one earlier this period. Right now, he's got the game-winning goal for the Eastview Lightning, even though Bortson's got the hat trick. Battle right in front of the student section. They're all still here in Wildcat country. Eagan looking to get it out. There's a head on the short-handed. 49 seconds to go in the Eastview power play. There's Poplinski out there, number 12. Mason's going to regroup for the Wildcats. Send it far side. That's Dolny, I believe, down deep. Send it back to Mason. Pitch and catch behind the line. All the way down. Nice job there by the Wildcats. 30 to go in the Eastview power play. You see the time remaining. They're in regulation. Well, you did briefly. It just went away. 2:20 to go in the third. Toussaint, we'll keep an eye on him once this power play is over for Eastview. I would imagine Toussaint would be coming out of that net shortly thereafter. Dolny tries to get it ahead. Turnover. It's going to be back in the zone. Quick stop shot. That's Fan looking to get a good shot off. He's looking for some help. They'll send it back to the point, actually over top of the slot. Stilling's long shot. That was blocked in front. I believe it was Poplinski. Cats at full strength. Inside 2 minutes to go in this one. And Poplinski's going to skate off. He took that shot hard. I think it went right off the foot. Johnson and Bortson battle at center. At the bottom of your screen, Eastview power play is over. 1:40 to go. 100 seconds left in regulation. Toussaint hasn't even looked at the bench as near as I can tell. Sherrick couldn't quite get it for the Wildcats. Anderson dumps it in for Eastview. Burgum. Oh, it's almost a turnover. There's Quintances in deep for Eastview on the aggressive forecheck. Tried to get it in front to Anderson. That top line for Eastview looking to seal the deal. And that's going to be all down. Should be an ice, and it is. Mental mistake there by the Wildcats. Shots right now 30 for Eastview. That's 9 this period. Cats have 6 this period. Game total of 23. And Toussaint's going to skate over to the Wildcat bench. He'll probably come in from the bottom right of your screen. There he is, number 30. Faceoff will be back in the Wildcat zone. Otherwise, I don't think we'd be seeing Toussaint back out there. There's Dre Bradley on the Eastview bench, their head man. Eastview players, they're pretty much, they're taking a knee, catching their breath. That's that top line. You see Bortson there in the bottom right of your screen. He's got the hat trick. He's been all over the ice tonight for Eastview. You can see the guy popping his head up. That was Anderson. He's had a couple of great opportunities as well for the Lightning. And none is one of their top D, number 20. But you look at the Cats. They're gathered around head coach Mike Taylor trying to draw something up. You see Eli Dolney there, number 5 in the middle. He sprung Sherrick not too long ago to get the Cats within 4-3. And that is where we are with 1:19 to go. And let's hope those 3 right there don't come into play. Face-off will be to the right of Toussaint. Eastview's going to have that. Actually, they're going to have DeRocher up top with Anderson and Bortson. And it looks like number 20 Nunn and number 11 Carlson back at the points for the Lightning. Myers out there for the Wildcats. Nick Sherrick, Keegan Johnson, Eli Dolney's on defense. Far side, we've got a Burgum out there as well for Eagan. Cats do control the draw. Oh, Dolney lost it on his skate. Try to get it ahead and out. All the way down will be another ice. It will be. 8 more seconds tick off. 1:09 to go. We'll try that all over again. We'll just go to the left of Toussaint this time. Interesting, they're playing the final countdown over the PA system. A little discussion by the referees, and they are indeed going to put the draw in the Wildcat zone to the left of Toussaint. DeRocher for Eastview. Johnson for the Wildcats on the draw. Opportunity. Oh, Anderson tried to pinch in, nearly got a good opportunity for a shot. None for Eastview. Dump it back in. 1 minute to go in this one in regulation. Toussaint looks to the bench. Toussaint slowly skates towards the bench. Johnson across the zone. Toussaint to the bench. Beatty with a save. Cats looking for the rebound. 6 skaters out there for the Wildcats. Upended far side. That's Johnson sitting down, and Burgum in there for the Cats. Keeps it in the zone, just barely. Sherrick couldn't quite hit Meekin on the centering attempt. 36 to go in regulation. Sherrick back at the point. Puck's going to stay in deep, however. Meekin in there for the Wildcats. He's battling. There's none in there. Cats try to come away with it. And up into the, no, it didn't hit the netting. I thought it did. It looked like we had some ripple effect there. Sherrick thought about it. Myers quick shot up, and that one did not hit the netting either. 15 to go in regulation. Cats looking for an equalizer. Got to get the shot off quick. Here's Sherrick. Burgum, not going to happen. Eastview's going to get out of here with a win. Eastview is going to win this one by a 4-3 count. A huge win for the Eastview Lightning to come into Wildcat country and come away with the 4-3 win as the Lightning surround their goaltender Ben Beatty. Beatty going to finish 21 saves on the afternoon. Brandon Toussaint, the Eagan netminder, will finish with 26. Goal, Sherrick had 2 for the Wildcats. The other goal went to number 23, Matt Burgum. Bortson had the hat trick for the Lightning, all in the second period, 3 straight. But it's going to be number 9, DeRocher. Noah DeRocher, the senior forward, gets the game winner, 2:10 into the third. That's going to wrap things up here from the Eagan Civic Arena, where the Eagan Wildcats, they fall by a 4-3 count to the Eastview Lightning. pretty safe bet these teams may see each other once again come section play. So again, your final score, Eastview 4, Eagan 3. Again, thanks for watching. My name is Mike Cook, and on behalf of the entire ETV crew, we say thank you for being with us, and we will see you next time for Wildcat Hockey on ETV.
Reminder,